How's it going, guys? So, I have just recently gotten back from another epic beer run adventure in Dallas, Texas. You're probably wondering why the camera angle is so strange. I'm actually on the floor right now because that's where all my beer's at. I didn't feel like propping it all up just to put it back in the fridge or the cellar again. But I wanted to show you guys what I got. It was a really cool trip. We went to a brewery, a couple restaurants, a bar too, so it was a fun time. But the main thing is I picked up some really, really cool stuff on this run. So I'll briefly just go through them with you. I'll just tell you the brewery, the name, the style, and the ABV, and we'll just go through real quick. So starting in no particular order, here we have something a lot of people like. Grapefruit Sculpin from Ballast Point, their IPA. Probably the most sought after of the Sculpin, varieties as far as their standard lined up stuff that you can get in bottles goes. And staying in that same vein, here is the Habanero Sculpin. The Sculpin IPA with habanero extract added. Both of these are 7% ABV, so this sounds like it's going to be kind of interesting. Moving right along here, we have from Brewdog. Brewdog is an interesting brewery. These are the guys based out of, I think, is it Scotland? Yeah. Who do the insane, over-the-top experimental beers. For instance, their Sink the Bismarck beer, which was like 35% alcohol by volume. This one's 10%. It's called Cocoa Psycho. It's just a chocolate and vanilla coffee Russian Imperial Stout. It just sounded delicious, so had to snag that one. This is from a brewery I've never heard of before. This is Anderson Valley, and it's just called Bourbon Barrel Stout. It just says it's aged in Wild Turkey bourbon barrels. It's a 6.9% ABV, which seems pretty low for a bourbon barrel stout, so I don't really know much about this one. Here, something I'm super excited about. From Mikkeller, we have Chipotle Porter. A Chipotle Pepper Porter comes in at 6.6% ABV. Sticking in the vein of Mikkeller, we have Mikkeller Monk's Brew, a Belgian quad from Mikkeller at 10%. This I got a 4-pack of. This is Legion by Community Beer Company. It's a Russian Imperial Stout. It's 9.9%, and it's something I've been seeing a lot of talk of online lately, so that's Legion. Here we have probably the best thing from my whole beer journey. I was super excited to get this. I got 2 bottles. We have Prairie Bomb. This is an Imperial Stout with chili peppers in it. This stuff is really hard to get your hands on, but I just walked in and they had like 20 bottles of it sitting on the shelf, but it was super expensive. It was like $9.99 for a bottle. So I just picked up 2 of them, one to drink now and one to set back and age and see how it does. Here from Rahr & Sons, which is a pretty local brewery for us. It's based out of Shreveport. This is their Iron Joe, which is supposedly a Scotch ale. The reviews on it have been kind of finicky, so we'll see how that goes. This came in a 4-pack. This is from Buffalo Bayou Brewing Company, and it's just called Gingerbread Stout. And gingerbread stout is a style that I have come to love. I absolutely love Samuel Adams Merrymaker, so I'm thinking that might be pretty good. And we have 2 from Harviestoun Brewery. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Here's their classic Old Engine Oil, but this is the Engineer's Reserve, and it's considered an old ale, I believe it is, if I'm not mistaken. And I had their Harviestoun, I think it's Old Dove, and it's an old ale that's aged in Highland Park casks, which is my favorite Scotch whiskey. So finding this from the same brewery was something pretty exciting. And keeping that in mind, I picked up another bottle of Old Dove. This one is their Special 16 Reserve. This stuff's always really tasty, very special beer. This is a pretty good price. I got it for $8. Usually I've seen these go as high like $20 when they're like in the boxes and stuff. So we'll see how this one drinks. I think I drank the last one for my Christmas video last year. Alright, we got a 6-pack of this. This is Sierra Nevada Hop Hunter IPA. This is something that's been buzzing on Cross Beer Advocate lately because it's one of the first IPAs to be brewed with hop oil. A lot of people are enjoying it. It's got pretty high marks, so I picked up a 6-pack of that to see what the hype was all about. 2 bottles of this. This is from St. Arnold's Brewery. This is the Divine Reserve, which is a pretty sought-after beer from them. This is Reserve number 15, which means it's a Russian Imperial Stout. So I picked up 2 bottles of that. They're $3 a piece. You can't beat that. Moving right along here, I was very excited to find this. This is Resin from 6 Point Brewery. This is a double IPA that has got just an awesome kind of cult following behind it, and I was really excited to be able to find a 6-pack of this stuff because I've never gotten to try it before, and it's praised pretty highly. So we'll see what Resin is all about as far as the hype is concerned. All right, let's see here. I've got 2 from Clown Shoes. Here's Clown Shoes Chocolate Sombrero. This is just a Mexican-style chocolate stout. So you're going to have like a chocolate stout with basically, some type of pepper in it, which is a style I've really been getting into lately, as you can tell from this haul. Other one from Clown Shoes, this is their Blakehorn Unidragon, which is just a pretty... what's the word I'm looking for here? It's a very established beer from them, probably one of their most common, I guess the word would be, Russian Imperial Stouts from them. So it's something that I really want to try, especially since I've gotten to try like really rare stuff from them, like the Good, the Bad, and the Unidragon or whatever. This is something I have no idea about. I strictly bought it because it was a Scotch ale, and that's something that I don't get to drink too often, and I've never heard of it. This is from, well, I don't know who the brewery is on this. It just says the Big Beer of Texas. Texas Big Beer Brewery. Okay, I guess it's local. This is called Renaissance Cowboy, and it's like a dude wearing chainmail with like a cowboy outfit. I don't know, weird. It doesn't have very good marks on Beer Advocate, but it was like $4, so I wanted to try to see what it was like. Here is something we have reviewed before. This is Rahr & Sons Bourbon Barrel Aged Winter Warmer. So we reviewed the standard Winter Warmer, I think, on a previous review back in the wintertime. This is the Bourbon Barrel Aged variant of that beer. I picked up a 4-pack of this. This is from Sierra Nevada. It is their Avila, their triple beer. I was really wishing I could find the quad, but I think it's something that's not brewed anymore, if I'm not mistaken. It's interesting. It came in a 4-pack, and it's interesting to see small bottles that are still supposedly bottle conditioning like that. So 4 of those. I picked up a 4-pack of Prairie Limo Tint. This is a milk stout aged on chocolate. Prairie does a whole lot of like saisons and farmhouse ales and sour stuff, which I'm not really a fan of those styles, but they also are pretty well known for their stouts and stuff. So I pretty much picked up anything I could find from Prairie that looked like something I would like, which was Bomb, of course, and Limo Tint. Okay. Picked up a 4-pack of Victory's Dirt Wolf, supposedly one of the best beers that they make. It's just a double IPA from Victory Brewing Company, but it's got like really high marks. This is something I was hoping we would get locally, and we haven't yet. But I'm glad that I got to get my hands on it. This is Stone's Russian Imperial Stout, but it's the chai spiced version. I've been seeing a lot of mixed reviews about this. Some people are like, wow, the spice is way too much and it's over the top. Some people say it's like just perfect. I don't know. I've never had like a stout with, it says tea and spices added. That sounds super strange, so we'll see what that's all about. Coming around to the last 4 here. Here is a beer I picked up strictly for novelty purposes. This is going to be a fun beer review. This is from, what is it, Twisted Pine Brewing Company, and this is their Ghostface Killa. It was super cheap. It has terrible reviews. It is a beer brewed with all kinds of different peppers. It says 6 kind of hot chili peppers go into this fiery ass beer, including the infamous ghost pepper, serrano, jalapeno, habanero, Fresno, and Anaheim. Damn. It says hottest beer this side of hell. People on the internet are like, I can barely get through 2 sips of this stuff because it's so hot. So it's going to be a fun review. It'll be kind of like a little challenge review to see how much I can get through, I think. So look forward to that one. Alright, I picked up 2 special brews from Deep Ellum Brewing Company, which are super local for us here in East Texas. This is their Four Swords limited release beer, which is a Belgian quad. And then from them also, this is their Cherry Chocolate Double Brown Stout. So it's a cherry chocolate stout, which is something I don't see too often, and I love cherry chocolate stuff, especially in beers. So I'm really looking forward to getting to try this. And then the final beer, this is Gulden the Brewmaster's Edition. This is Gulden that's been aged in whiskey barrels, which sounds really tasty because I love Gulden so I can't wait to crack this one open and see what it's all about too. But anyway, there you guys go. As you can see, I picked up a huge amount of beer. Definitely be looking out for the Dirt Wolf, the Hop Hunter, the 2 Sculpins, and the 6 Point Resin, because I want to drink those fresh, of course, coming up in very near future reviews. Everything else, I don't know. But I'm going to put it all back in the cellar for now, except for the stuff that needs to be refrigerated, and we'll get to it as we get to it. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed watching this and seeing what's coming up for future reviews, and stay tuned for the next beer review.